Outriders is the newest live service game coming from Square Enix and People Can Fly, the folks who brought you such games as Gears of War Judgment, Bulletstorm, and Fortnite. But this being their new venture into the shared world looter shooter experience, what can we expect? Well, luckily there is a demo out right now and is available on all platforms, so we don't have to leave a whole lot to the imagination. The demo will take you through the first chapter of the game. It takes you about 3 hours to finish. So with having played the first chapter, how is it? Well, it's kind of a lot to take in. Between trying to understand the story and the gameplay, I feel like there is something there, but it also misses the marks in a lot of ways. So let's break it down. What does it do well? What can it do better? And what can you expect from the new experience? The game starts off by giving you the general gist of what's going on. Earth has been pretty much destroyed by our own doing, and we are tasked with exploring for a new potential planet to inhabit. You are an outrider, a group of people trying to get a new home for us. Some stuff goes haywire, from the obvious bad guy in the early scenario to the weird alien storm. You are put in cryo and wake up sometime later. Now that you are awoken, the world you see is no longer the world it once was. So begins your journey. The game doesn't take a whole lot of time to get you straight into moving. Something happens to your character and then you are able to choose from one of 4 classes. These classes will give you different types of abilities. You have close range to long range, and each one seems to have more of a purpose, such as support, tank, and DPS classes you are familiar with. These classes feel nice and do give you a sense of power. I actually really like the way they feel and how they can chain your abilities to other ones you have or with other players' abilities. The abilities definitely add to how you want to play, whether or not you take things from a distance or straight up into the action. As soon as you pick your class, you are let into the world to go. The game goes through the same waves of enemies that you will have to face to go to the next room. If you have played any of these shared world shooters in the past, you will find it all the same as previous games. They did something new with boss fights, adding a little more strategy to these encounters. Many bosses and bosses have this bar that they will charge doing different actions. If you can close the gap, you can stun them and stop the ability from going through. This gives a little more strategy to how you handle these encounters, but it's all the same mindless shooting and looting from the rest of the game. Missions can be done with solo or up to 3 players with drop-in drop-out co-op. Internet is required whether you're wanting to play solo or not. There is no PvP side, at least that we know of. People Can Fly have said that they don't plan on doing a PvP side of the game. We do know that things can change, so if PvP is something that you are into, just know it's not something planned on. So other than main story and side quests, it seems like we will be doing a lot more rinse and repeat gameplay. If you are still with me, this is where things start going from alright to WTF pretty quickly. The game's mechanics are fine from the shooting and looting, but the dialogue. Oh god, the dialogue.
Did you say Mr. Chang is healed, right? Fuckers! Like, it's not bad enough having insurgents trying to drag us all to hell. Help me!
But your kind was all dead.
Dead. Uncuff me and find out.
It goes from passable to ear-splitting bad so frequently that I lost track of how many times the lines were out of sync to just bad all around.
We could have left you all to rot in your cryo pod, but we didn't. We saved you, ungrateful.
I should play at being a god like you?
I am not playing. But you. Running errands for them. Trying to win their meaningless, endless war.
This will pull you out of the experience really fast. On top of the voice lines, they decided to go with this shaking camera that makes it hard to follow anything that's going on. Maybe it's just me, but I can never understand the point of violently shaking the camera to make it cinematic. From the dialogue to the earthquake cam, it really takes me out of the experience. I also hate that you can't jump. You seem to get stuck on pebbles in the environment. You think there would be some kind of jump mechanic or some verticality to this game, but it seems like they wanted to go with more grounded approach. The cover system is what you expect. You do seem to get glued to it as soon as you go into cover, which does add to some frustration when you are getting flanked or trying to get out of the way of incoming grenade. This does make the game feel a little sticky with the inputs and can get really old really quick. There is nothing I can find that says this is an early build of the game, nor that it is a work in progress still. With it coming out in about a month, April 1st to be exact, it makes me wonder if these things will be fixed at launch. If you were looking for this to be the game that changes your mind on live service, shared world shooters, I think you will be disappointed. This game is passable and has moments of something with potential. I just think like all of the game styles that came out before, Outriders will die before it has a chance of redemption. This game has already had 2 delays, and if this is what the final product will be like, they should have definitely delayed it a 3rd time. It has potential, and I think if you can get the game at the right price, your feelings for the game might change. I do feel that if you are purchasing this game at $60, you'll be very disappointed. Who knows though, it could change. This is a demo, and it could be an early build. Like I said, I just haven't found anything that states it is. But these are just my thoughts. What are your guys's? Have you guys played it? Did this video change your mind, or are you enjoying it and excited for more? Please let me know in the comments down below so we can continue this discussion. Alright guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, think about giving it a thumbs up. If you're new here, think about subscribing and turning on those notifications so you know when the next video goes up. I do a new video here on YouTube at least once a week. And if you guys ever wanted to, you guys are more than welcome to join me on stream. I do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. If you guys have questions about my videos or wanted to carry these discussions over there, or even just see what I'm playing, you guys are more than welcome to. Until next time guys, let's just play.